All right, ready to jump into today's crypto news. It's November 4th, 2024, and we've got a lot to cover. So Bitcoin, how it's reacting to the election, Ethereum's birthday, and and of course, we've got to talk about some of this meme coin craziness that's been going on. What do you say? Ready to get started?
Yeah, definitely. Sounds like a busy day in crypto. Where do you want to start?
Well, I guess the overall market seems to be, in a decent mood today. Global crypto market cap is up a bit. It's at like $2.29 trillion right now.
Wow.
Even Bitcoin and Ethereum, they both got a little bump, like almost a full percentage point each.
That's good. I mean, even a small percentage change, when you're talking about, a market that big, it can be, pretty significant. But, it's just a snapshot,
Well,
not necessarily a long-term trend or anything.
right. Always got to keep an eye on that big picture.
Mm.
But speaking of big events, have you seen what's going on with Bitcoin traders? With the U.S. election tomorrow, it seems like they're expecting some pretty big price swings, like up to 8%, either way, up or down.
Yeah, it makes sense. Elections can bring big changes, policy changes, and that always makes investors, well, a little bit nervous. Plus, we've seen this kind of thing before with Bitcoin. Back in 2016, similar spike in volatility around the election time. I think traders are just kind of holding their breath to see what happens.
Yeah, like the whole crypto world's just waiting to see those election results. Okay, enough of that nail biting for now. Let's switch gears to something a little more celebratory, shall we? Happy 11th birthday to the Ethereum white paper.
Oh, yeah. The document that started it all, for those who might not know. That white paper basically laid out the vision for a whole new kind of internet, powered by blockchain.
So it's not just another birthday, huh? It's a pretty big deal.
Yeah.
11 years later. And Ethereum is still going strong.
Absolutely. Ethereum has achieved so much in a relatively short time. It's become, the foundation for countless decentralized applications and innovations. A lot of experts believe that. This is just the beginning. We could see, even more mainstream adoption, especially from big institutions.
Wow, that's pretty exciting. But let's be real for a sec. There are still some challenges that Ethereum's facing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, can't ignore all those headlines about, hacks and security concerns.
Right, yeah, of course. Security is a big focus for the entire industry, including Ethereum, obviously. As more people and institutions get involved, making sure everything is safe and secure becomes even more critical. But it's all part of the journey, 11 years of innovation and still so much potential ahead.
Absolutely. Okay, enough of the serious stuff for a minute. Let's talk about something a little more fun. Meme coins. We've got, we've got 3 low-cap projects making some noise today. Flockers, Peanut, and Pepe Unchained. And each one has like a different twist. We've got a DAO, we've got one riding a viral moment, and, wait for it, Pepe Unchained, they're building their own blockchain. Okay, someone's got to explain this to me.
All right, let's break it down. So Flockers, they're in their pre-sale phase right now, and they're trying something new with this vote to earn DAO. Basically, anyone who holds their tokens, they get to vote on decisions about the project, and they earn rewards for participating.
Interesting. So, like, democracy meets meme coins. I mean, I'm intrigued, but also a little skeptical.
Yeah, I think healthy skepticism, it's always a good thing in the crypto world, especially with meme coins. Now, Peanut, that's a different story. They've kind of hitched their wagon to a recent viral trend, and that sent their market cap, skyrocketing, like up to $57 million.
The power of a good meme. So what about Pepe Unchained? Building your own blockchain. I mean, that sounds pretty ambitious for a meme coin project.
It definitely is. They're claiming to be a layer 2 blockchain built on top of Ethereum. The idea is to make transactions faster and cheaper. Ethereum can get pretty congested, and layer 2 solutions are designed to help with that.
So they're basically trying to, improve on what Ethereum's already doing? That's bold. But the question is this real innovation or just hype?
Yeah, that's the big question, right? I mean, the meme coin world, it's full of big promises. So it's always important, do your research. Try to separate the hype from the reality.
For sure. Words to live by in the crypto space. Okay, so we've covered, the market jitters, Ethereum's birthday, and we even dipped our toes into, meme coin mania a little bit. But hold on tight, because there's more news coming your way. We're going to talk about a pretty bold move from 21 shares. A milestone for a project called Crypto All-Stars. And then we'll wrap things up by looking at how interest rates could shake things up for, the whole crypto market.
Wow, sounds like we've got a lot to unpack.
We do. So let's start with 21 shares. They're They're a big player in the crypto ETF space. And they just dropped a bit of a bombshell. They filed an application with the SEC to launch an XRP ETF in the U.S.
Oh, wow. That's interesting. So an ETF, or exchange traded fund, it's basically like a basket of assets that you can buy and sell on the stock market. And this would be, the first. Spot XRP ETF in the United States. If it gets approved, that is...
So why is this such a big deal? I mean, I get that ETFs are popular and all, but what's so special about an XRP ETF specifically?
Well, for starters, it would give institutional investors, a much easier way to get exposure to XRP. Right now, they mostly have to deal with futures contracts, which can be, complicated and risky. A spot ETF would, simplify things and potentially attract, a lot more investment.
Okay, so that's good for XRP. But I remember there was some drama, wasn't there, between Ripple, the company behind XRP, and the SEC. Didn't they have some kind of legal battle?
Yeah. You've got a good memory. The SEC, they've been arguing that XRP is a security, not a commodity, which has created a lot of, headaches for Ripple. If the SEC approves this ETF, it would be a huge win for Ripple and could even signal, maybe a shift in their stance on XRP.
So it's a gamble for 21 shares. If it works, they could be pioneers. But if it backfires, ouch.
Exactly. It's a bold move. We'll have to wait and see how it plays out. But in the meantime, let's switch gears a little bit and talk about a project that's, it's been quietly hitting some pretty impressive milestones. Have you heard of Crypto All-Stars?
Yeah, I have, actually. They've been popping up on my radar lately. What have they been up to?
Well, even with all the, market uncertainty we've been talking about, they just hit a major milestone. In their presale, $3 million raised.
Whoa. Hold on, remind me, what's a presale again?
Sure, a presale, it's basically a way for, crypto projects to raise funds before their token is officially listed on exchanges, kind of like an early bird sale for investors who want to get in on the, on the ground floor.
Gotcha. So hitting $3 million in this market, that's pretty impressive.
Definitely. It shows that there's still, a lot of investor confidence out there. Despite all the volatility, people are clearly excited about certain projects, and they're willing to, put their money where their mouth is.
That's really interesting. But I bet you're going to warn me about FOMO, right?
Always. It's great to see, projects like Crypto All-Stars doing well. But remember, every investment carries risk. Do your research, understand the project, and never invest more than you can afford to lose. Those are the,
the golden rules of crypto investing.
Wise words. Okay, so we've covered a lot of exciting news so far. But there's one more big thing looming on the horizon that we need to talk about. Interest rates. The Federal Reserve is making a decision on November 7th. And that could send shockwaves through the entire financial world, not just crypto.
Absolutely. This is a global event, and the crypto market will definitely be paying attention. The big question is, will they raise interest rates, lower them, or keep them the same?
Well, I'm no economist, but I've heard that. Lower interest rates could be good news for crypto. Lower interest rates generally mean, more liquidity in the system, which could lead to, more money flowing into riskier assets, including cryptocurrencies.
So lower rates equal more money for Bitcoin and altcoins. Sounds like a potential bull run brewing.
Well, hold on. While lower rates might create, some favorable conditions, the crypto market it's notoriously unpredictable. There are so many other factors at play, and we could see, a completely different reaction.
All right, so buckle up because things could get wild.
Exactly. And speaking of wild, there's one more thing we should touch on before we wrap things up. Meme coins are making a comeback.
Wait, really? I thought we were done with meme coin mania.
It seems like they're here to stay, while some people dismiss them as, silly internet trends. I think they often reflect the pulse of the crypto community. It's worth paying attention to. What's capturing people's imagination, even if it seems, a little frivolous on the surface.
I guess you're right. It's easy to get bogged down in the serious stuff, market analysis, regulations, all that. But sometimes you need to step back and just appreciate the sheer creativity and weirdness of the crypto world. And meme coins definitely keep things interesting.
That's the beauty of it. It's a constantly evolving space full of surprises. And that brings us to our final thoughts for today's deep dive.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground today, from Bitcoin's election anxiety to Ethereum's birthday bash, and even a deep dive into the wild world of meme coins. It's been a whirlwind tour of the crypto landscape, that's for sure. Before we wrap things up, let's take a step back and think about, what it means. What are the key takeaways for crypto enthusiasts like yourself?
Yeah. One thing that really stands out to me is how interconnected everything is becoming. We're seeing traditional finance, global politics, even internet culture. It's all converging in the crypto space. It's a reminder that crypto isn't happening in a vacuum. It's part of a much bigger picture.
So it's not just about, number go up. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love seeing those green candles as much as the next person. But you're saying there's a lot more to it than just, the price of Bitcoin.
Exactly. Bitcoin's price it's just one data point in a very complex and evolving ecosystem. If you really want to understand where crypto is headed, you gotta look at the bigger picture. Things like regulations, technological advancements, even the social trends driving adoption. It's all connected.
Okay, so we gotta keep our eyes on those macro trends. Are there any specific areas you think are particularly important to watch right now?
The U.S. election tomorrow, and the Federal Reserve's interest rate decision on November 7th. Those are definitely major events that could have a significant impact on the crypto market. We talked about the potential volatility, around the election, and the possibility of increased liquidity if interest rates go down. But honestly, it's anyone's guess how things will actually play out. So those dates should definitely be circled on your calendar.
Gotcha. Election day and interest rate day. Two big crypto cliffhangers. But beyond those big events, what about what about those smaller projects we talked about, like Crypto All Stars hitting that $3 million milestone in their presale?
Yeah.
Even with the market, being a bit shaky right now, is that a sign of things to come?
It's definitely an interesting data point. It suggests that there's still a strong appetite out there, for promising crypto projects, even in, a less than ideal market environment. But as always, do your research. Don't let FOMO, fear of missing out, drive your investment decisions.
Solid advice. So to wrap things up, it seems like the crypto world is as unpredictable and exciting as ever. We've got potential game changers like that XRP ETF, meme coins making waves, major economic decisions looming on the horizon. What's a crypto enthusiast to do?
Well, stay informed, stay curious, and don't be afraid to dive deeper into the things that spark your interest, whether you're actively trading or just following along. This is a space that rewards those who are willing to learn and adapt.
And that's your cue to go down the rabbit hole. We've given you the starting points. Now it's your turn to explore. Check out those projects we mentioned. Keep an eye on the market and see what unfolds in the coming days. Who knows what surprises are in store. Till next time, happy diving.